Your need for healing from your past hurts and baggage could be a sign that God is keeping you single. Having baggage is not the issue, because we all have it. But having baggage and not being aware of it and not dealing with it properly is the issue. If you have been treated poorly in the past and now you have low self-esteem, you will attract partners that will take advantage of that. If you do not get enough love while growing up and now you are needy, then you will attract toxic and emotionally abusive partners. And if you are lucky to find a good partner, even with all of your issues, it will be hard for you to build a healthy relationship because of the baggage that you have not dealt with. You might be thinking you are fit for a relationship, but in reality, you have issues that you need to deal with, and that is why God will keep you single until you heal from those hurts. God knows and sees that you need healing, so as long as you are still hurting, God will not bring the relationship your way, because you will destroy it with toxic attitude. Another sign that God is keeping you single is that you do not have the desire to be married yet. Being in a relationship that leads to marriage is something that is more than what physical strength can carry. It is more than your intellectual and physical ability can carry. It will take the strength of God to take on a responsibility of marriage. If not, it will lead to a breakup and burnout. When you do not have the desire to be married yet, it is a show that it is not yet time to be married, but you still have time to settle down and learn about marriage. But if it is something that has been rushed into, it can lead to a life of frustration and disappointment. Maybe when you do not feel that rushing desire to be married like others. When you look at your mates who are desiring a life partner and talk about it, you are irritated and questioning their actions and steps about why they are thinking and pushing a life partner. But you just feel that you still need to settle down and make some cash and dollars and focus on your life some more. The desire to marry is something that comes from God alone. When it is the right time to be married, there will be this pushing and desire on your side to be married and be engaged. God will put in your heart the burden to pray about your life partner. But when everything concerning marriage seems to be bitter from your perspective, this is a sign that marriage and relationship are still far from you. From time to time, you will build capacity and you will soon begin to have emotions and feelings towards someone. Do not compare yourself with others around your space. The fact that one of your mates is in school and wants to get married and look for a life partner does not mean you should copy and paste their lives into yours. Wait for God's timing and let God Himself work in you the desire to be married. When He does, He will equip you with all you need to be sustained in your relationship or marriage. Relationships and marriage have a high level of maturity. If you are not mature and you get into a relationship, even if you have a good partner, that relationship will fail, owing to your immaturity. God will protect you from unnecessary hurt and heartbreak by keeping you single until you are mature enough to handle a relationship. We desire a lot of things, and at times, those things are not good for us. You might desire a relationship, but God will not make it happen because of your level of maturity. God does not give us things that are not good for us. We can choose bad things for ourselves, but God is not the one giving us those bad things. So if you are walking with God and submitting to His will, He could be keeping you single if marriage or relationship would not be so good for you at this point in your life. So if you are asking God for a relationship or marriage and He has not given it to you, that means the relationship or marriage is not good for you right now. But why would marriage not be good for you if God says marriage is good and you are free to pursue marriage if you desire it in your heart? One reason marriage would not be good for you is if you are not mature enough to handle it. Getting married when you are too immature to function in a marriage is like giving a Bentley to a 12-year-old child. If a young child who does not know how to drive gets behind the wheel of a Bentley, what do you think would happen? Certainly the child will crash and hurt himself, if not kill himself in a terrible accident. It would be unloving for a parent to turn the car keys over to their young child when they are aware of the danger, harm, and damage the child would cause with the car. Just as a Bentley would be a wonderful gift to someone and cause the death of others, in the same way, a relationship or marriage will be a blessing to those who can handle it and a curse to those who are not mature enough yet. So if you are not mature enough to handle marriage, God could be keeping you single. Certainly, not everyone single is too immature for marriage, but this is one possible reason why God is lovingly keeping some people single. It is important to know that age does not equate to maturity. You might be 30, yet you are not mature enough to handle a relationship or marriage, while another person may be mature enough to build relationships at the age of 20. Therefore, if at the point you are in your life, a relationship would not be good for you because of your maturity level, God may be keeping you single. You know about the 10 Commandments and how God feels about idols. Having an idol is not only about having other gods you worship. While that is a part of it, but that is not what it is all about. Many people are involved in idolatry without them knowing it. They just feel it is something they love and have a passion for. Idolatry is anything that you want or desire more than God. Anything you love and have a passion for more than God has become your idol. If you are desiring a relationship and doing all you can to have it and you are not getting it, you need to check your priority. You need to check how much you desire a relationship and how much you desire God. If your desire for a relationship is more than your desire for God, that could be a sign that God is the one keeping you single because of your desperation for a relationship. So maybe all of the energy that you have put into thinking about a relationship or even wanting a relationship should be put back into loving God. Relationships are not evil. However, when you long for them so much that it is all you think about and all you want, then that is an idol, because an idol replaces your devotion to God. An idol takes the place of God in your life. God is a jealous God. God is jealous of you, and He is never going to give you something that will take your focus away from Him. Ideally, a relationship drives you closer to God, not away from or replacing them. God desires that you worship Him and Him alone. He does not want a relationship that will take you away from Him. It is true that worry is a sign of unbelief and fear in the heart of a person. But not only that, worry is a sign of immaturity. When you are still worried about many things that you have to settle in your life, it is a sign that you need more time to get prepared for marriage and relationships. The process of a relationship is a long time of training in character and attitude. When you feel you are not prepared about the things that concern marriage, it is a sign that you still need to think over the matter and be patient with God. When you are overburdened by many things in your life and you are still trying to work things out in your life, it is a sign that God is telling you to wait for a long time till when you are prepared for marriage and relationship. When you are entering into a relationship, you have to be free from all the burdens to choose rightly and positively the partner for your future.